It's been about 4 decades. Yet for me, it was a part of my childhood because my dad is ancient. But make no mistake about it, black and white movies are back. Did you see there was the New York Times came out with this saying that they're making a rush back. I think I wrote down some names here. The new Macbeth with Denzel Washington's coming out in black and white on Christmas Day. The French Dispatch, which is with Timothy whatever Chalamet, yeah. It's fine, but black and white movies. Why are we going back in time all of a sudden?
Have you ever watched a black and white movie?
Bro, Casablanca. My dad was putting that on like no tomorrow.
Dude, at first you're like, what the fuck is this? Then after like 5 minutes, you're pretty used to it.
Like Schindler's List. That's black and white.
Which I didn't realize was 93. It felt so old to me.
Isn't like there's a movie called The Lighthouse that's kind of new. I think that's in black and white, isn't it?
Yes, Robert Pattinson. I've heard that's great. It's on my list. Yeah. So here's a quote from the director of Parasite, and I think it's interesting too because Parasite. I kind of put it up with subtitles, right? It's kind of the first thing, and you're just like, oh, okay, it's just subtitles. You get used to it, and you still enjoy the experience. But this director for Parasite was like, he did a screening of the movie before he actually released it in black and white because he had this quote, when I think of the classics, they're all in black and white. So I had this idea that if I turned my films into black and white, they become classics. I guess he was right? I still haven't seen it, but you guys love Parasite, and apparently black and white is back.
Wait, Parasite was in black and white?
No, it was in subtitles, but he screened it for a private audience in black and white.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's an interesting theory. Brendan, what was the movie with what's his face? The Machinist? That was kind of
Christian Bale.
Oh, did you finally watch that?
Yeah. That wasn't black and white, but it was definitely a weird sort of filter going on.
It was like hazy.
Yeah.
Did you ever finish the last 10 minutes, Brendan?
Yes.
You did. Okay.
Yeah.
Mank is another one on my list. That is, are you in a concert hall, Brendan? What are we? It's like you're in the closing bell on Wall Street.
Our roommate just got home, so
that's fire. Hey, my dog's barking and have to.
Can you hear it?
A little bit. It's aesthetically pleasing. It feels like we're in a concert hall.
Yeah, he's fucking quiet.
Mank was my other. I have on a list that's in black and white. I don't get it. Apparently, it's more crisper, better picture, and I think it's directors getting artsy with it. Just give me a good movie. I don't care what color it's in.
Well, I think Mank is only because it's like based in Hollywood back in like the
sure,
40s.
but The Great Gatsby was in color. The remake.
You're right.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, Daylight Savings is also back. It was awesome for the one night of extra sleep. It was dark at 4:30 today.
I don't fuck with this time of year.
So depressing, dude. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
It needs to be canceled. I don't even understand it.
No, you brought up something interesting because I was doing some research. I think the New York Times also said, what should we not do daylight savings? I learned that it was like apparently the spring where you spring forward. Apparently there's like a higher risk of people having heart attacks the next day just because your circadian rhythm is off.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Did you know that Arizona doesn't participate in the time change?
That's right. Arizona
Dude,
state.
How does that work? Why do everything's made up?
Right, because they're like, I couldn't tell, they're like mountain and Pacific, but that's because they just don't do the daylight saving.
Yeah, and have you seen the TikToks of these people's dogs that are like waiting by their food bowl because they think it's time to eat because of like how light it is outside?
Really? Wow.
Their dogs are so sad. Like, oh, it's not time to eat yet, buddy.
It just throws everything off.
It's like sending this straight to the government.
Wait, didn't it originate from farmers? Like, because farmers couldn't see them?
You ever seen National Treasure? Who first invented?
Dude, that's
Ben Franklin. Daylight savings. He's the first
one.
Why?
So he could fly kites longer in the daylight?
In the lightning, probably.
No, I did read that it's like, farmers, and then it's like, I don't know, like taxes, and people could work longer. It's supposed to have more daylight, but it only works half the time. Because we're pulling it back here.
Yeah. we get less daylight now and then more daylight once March hits when we spring them forward.
Right. Oh, well. Starting to get chilly here. Snow on Friday. Yikes.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the one down. Like the winter wasn't that bad. I mean, I'm used to up near Canada, North Dakota winter, so I've kind of been braced for this. But yeah, snow coming in. The benefit of Minneapolis, one, it's not as humid as like when it's South Illinois this summer when I've been traveling. It's like crazy. But the one noticeable thing that I am in heaven from, I have not seen a single mosquito here. And I've lived here for almost a year now. It's like I'm in heaven. I don't want to leave this place. We're not going to be underwater. We don't have mosquitoes.
That's awesome. When I moved here this summer, I got eaten alive by mosquitoes every time I'd step outside.
In Dallas, really?
Yeah. But mosquitoes love me for some reason. Terrible curse.
No, we're in the same. We got sweet blood.
Wait, speaking of small little insects,
Mhm.
what are wasps beneficial to like anything?
Is it? Oh, because they don't pollinate like bees do, right? Wasps, you're just saying.
Right, like what's
Yeah.
the point of them? Can we just count them?
Wasps?
Yeah, they suck, dude. They scare me.
I don't know. Do they kill spiders or something?
Do they really? Are they?
I don't know.
Can they eat? What do they even eat? They're all of a sudden
looking this
taking out
up.
spiders. Yeah, no Alex Bursick today. We'll miss him. We'll get him back next week. Yeah, that is interesting. Speaking of that, you're talking about insects. There's a woodpecker outside my office just going to town on one of my columns right now. Like just putting a hole in it. What are the point of woodpeckers, to your point? Like, can we just get rid of them? They're killing my property value.
Because wasps can like
Wait. Yeah. Never
Feed
mind.
on
You
them.
go ahead.
feed on like caterpillars, which can destroy crops. So
Yeah. And it also says that they pollinate just like bees, which
I think
didn't know.
everything has a purpose. I think literally except for the cockroach.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on that. Again, we might be a little factually off today for this episode of Winging It, but we do our best as always. Oh my God, a little 10 p.m. Minneapolis Misfits game 2 tonight in the pouring rain. 10 p.m. Oh my God.
Jesus. Did you guys win your first game?
We did. No goal for your boy. Dude, it was kind of funny. It was like, it's co-ed. So, and I don't play soccer. I'm trying to, I consider myself in shape, but holy crap. I've quit, haven't had a cigarette in a couple months. I was huffing wind, needing one probably. But there was some chick who I was finally on a run. I'm just like, oh my God, all right, Dylan, time to shine. There's this chick, who I just totally should have just taken to town, made her look silly. We just collide and like, I just like eat shit. I can hear people laughing from the sideline. I'm like, oh my God. But at the end of the game, I'm a goalkeeper for the last couple minutes and like, it's out of play and I get the ball and I put it down ready to kick it. And some chick's like, what? You can't do that. Kick it. So all of a sudden we're up 2 goals. I'm not trying to be the dunce that lets one in. I sprawl on top of this ball and like sprain the shit out of my shoulder.
Oh no.
He goes, oh, sorry. Yeah, never mind. I was like, it was the last minute of the game. I'm like, are you serious? I've been upgraded to doctor for the night though. Yeah, I went to the Cairo.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm weak.
A little bit.
You're in a recreational soccer league. Like that takes a lot of fucking energy.
I mean, I already got, oh my God, I was sore. I was winded. I already got, clipped by the left back who I totally should have blown by. And then, yeah, I'm diving over this ball.
Yeah, 10 p.m. is tough too on a weeknight.
We got screwed on the scheduling. I think it's getting better, but yeah, I'm not.
I did that in high school and I was
Right.
gassed after it. So I can't imagine now.
Right. No, dude, we went out for Matty Ice's birthday afterwards, and I was just like falling asleep, like having a beer. I was like, good Lord, taking it out of me. Let's get to news in the world of fighting. David Dobrik is teaming up with Abdu in the fight versus Hasbulla. He announced on his TikTok. Did you see that? They were, I guess he traveled over to Dubai somewhere.
I did. See, is that the other little guy? But he's not as little as Hasbulla, though, is he?
I think he's got a little bit 3-inch reach advantage, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I saw David Dobrik TikTok that, and everyone's like, Hasbulla's going to beat his ass, all in his comments.
Right.
Dude, I don't know. I might have the other guy.
You're a big David Dobrik guy. I mean, Abdu's got some drip, as aforementioned.
The other guy's got more swag.
Yeah.
We're talking about Hasbullah's.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Abdu or Abdul, but yeah, the other guy who tried to fight him at one of those UFC main events.
After this past weekend, there's no one in this world who loves Hasbulla more than Austin Zakruski. Zakru loves.
Yeah, it's a spirit animal.
Zakru said he cut his hair the way he did so he could look like Khabib.
Did it work? I kind of see it.
But if you look at his Instagram DMs with Brendan, you could scroll for like days and it's just pictures of Hasbulla and Brendan like doesn't answer.
I've definitely gotten a few of those. I always answer though. I usually send one back. How about this? Drewski is coaching Jake Paul in the fight versus Tommy Fury. What are we doing here?
Why is he coaching?
They had like a very awkward presser. It was Tyson and Tommy Fury on a Zoom channel, like it looking like in a hostage situation. And then Jake Paul is with Drewski in front of a crowd, and like they were just up next to him on the big screen. But yeah, Drewski's the coach. Are they taking it seriously? Like
they're just trying to bring in as many celebrities as possible,
right?
To get as many eyes on it. Drewski's hilarious though, so I'm sure there'll be some good ringside banter.
But is this like the one fight where he kind of gets toasted, right? Because maybe he's not taking it seriously, where he's like, oh, I'm going to bring in a guy that has no boxing expertise whatsoever to be my coach.
Dude, have you seen Tommy Fury fight?
Yeah, well, he did. Apparently last time he was terrible, right? In the undercard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wait, so is Drewski Tommy Fury's coach?
No, he is Jake Paul's coach.
Okay, Jake Paul's coach.
Yep. Maybe it's just like for show, and then he still has his real coach.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure he's not training him. Yeah, he's probably just coming out in his corner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's no way he's training him.
He'll have some funny like of his impersonation videos impersonating a boxing coach. That'd be hilarious.
Right.
Yeah, there's just going to be funny sound clips in between rounds, I think is why he's there.
I already saw some clips where it was like Drewski posted himself where someone's just filming Drewski next to Jake Paul, and they're like, why is his coach eye looking that way? I guess he's got a lazy eye like I do. But yeah, that it is official as well. Mentioning undercards, the latest one, Frank Gore, it's official, will box Deron Williams on the Paul Fury undercard.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that?
I'm in. I am paying for this fight now.
Those will actually be like legit fights, or a legit fight, because I think they're both in the. One of them owns a fucking boxing like ring.
Well, here's my thing on that too, is this is the future of boxing for me. Let the real killers do their thing in UFC. I'm still going to love that and enjoy it and enjoy the craft. Just give me famous people just boxing each other. That's all I want to see. I want to see if you could, show up and put your money where your mouth is, or I want to see you get your ass kicked as a famous person. The only boxing match I think growing up I was into, well, I was all over, Fury Wilder, but, the heyday, it was King Sport back in the day of Tyson and Ali. Now I'm just like, we're not watching boxing. Give me Jake Paul. He's my favorite boxer right now.
Frank Gore looks like he could give hands. So
yeah.
True.
Smaller than Deron Williams, I believe, though. Basketball.
I think he's like,
but he's just
6 inches shorter than. Yeah. But I think they're going to weigh the same.
He can't run through them. Like that's what Frank Gore does best.
That's true.
Dude, I watched the Full Send interview with Mike Tyson, or maybe it was the Logan Paul one, and they're like, so do you think what's going on in boxing is good for the sport? And he's like, fuck yeah, dude. The sport used to be terrible. I mean, I bit a dude's ear off for crying out loud.
Dude, I mean, literally, it's just Frank. And what's crazy is Frank Gore's going to get a paycheck now. Like these UFC fighters are like, yeah, this is where the money is. I've just caught the social media, highlights from the Paul brothers fight so far, but I don't know. Frank Gore might get me to pay for a little pay-per-view there.
So wait, are they opening for Jake and Tyson?
It's on the undercard. It's going to be one of those. I'll bet it'll be like they'll have another kind of semi-professional fight that'll get like boxing fans there. And then yeah, Frank Gore is just for the general public. Soon you'll be there, right, Brendan? How's it? Do you have your first opponent, celebrity boxing? No.
Yeah, we still got to book I always forget the guy from Barstool's name.
Oh yeah, Vibs. That's right.
Vibs. Yeah.
Speaking of famous people in athletics, I couldn't believe this was a real thing or how I missed this. And they were in town, the Twin Cities. Donda Academy opened up their basketball season.
Saw that.
They have legit basketball recruits on their team.
They're the number one point guard in the 2023 class, and he looked sick.
Who?
Donda Academy.
Like Kanye started like a school called Donda Academy.
But it's a real school, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
Where is the school located?
California, I think I read, but I went on their website and there was a mission statement that was very bizarre, and then it just said there was a tab for admissions. It was just like, where are you admitting to? Like,
What
are
are
you
you
actually?
But
It's like
It's
an
like a-
actual education.
it's like a prep school, like a
A LeBron James type?
yeah, like where you
In
go
like an RV. Like, where did they build the school? I don't understand what's happening.
I feel like that came together very quickly.
Yeah,
Not much. Like LeBron's was very spoken about before it all finally happened.
and LeBron doesn't have a basketball team. Like, I think this was just solely to get all these high school recruits.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
so we
it's
can
a heavy
strap
play
some
by
Adidas
him, though.
jerseys.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's why Kanye's self-reported and Forbes reported a billionaire, because he's doing Gap. He's got a basketball team on the side.
Did you see today that he texted Soulja Boy and apologized for taking his verse off Donda?
Yeah. What was that
Yeah.
podcast he recently went on and just spilled so much tea?
Yeah, I know.
I didn't listen to that, but I saw Soulja Boy tweeted today, "I'm the first rapper to get an apology from Kanye,"
Yeah.
because Soulja says he's always the first to do anything.
Didn't yeah, that's right. I think I saw that Kanye like texted Drake, Kim, and he did like just texted a bunch of people all together. Kris Jenner maybe included as well, and just said, "I'm worth all of you guys combined and more."
That's what he said on that podcast.
Yeah, okay.
I need,
That's what I
to,
thought.
I need to listen to that. I don't know who that is, but
Dude, yeah, it was such a weird podcast. Like, the guy who was interviewing him like wasn't even listening to what he was saying. Like, he said that he regrets signing Big Sean.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he give a
which-
reason for it?
he just thought I don't know, I don't want to misquote it, but I thought that was startling. That was kind of one of the clips that drew me in for clickbait, so to speak.
Yeah.
I loved Big Sean back in the day. Finally Famous, great album.
Yeah, so did I. And I still he'll pop up with, I haven't liked his albums, but I still kind of hear his old flow in some songs that I'll respect him for.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Kim and Kanye will get back together eventually?
Nah,
Didn't he speak on that? Did he not speak on that? Maybe not.
I think he did say something about how he wants.
Yeah,
to
he
be
said
back
they're still.
together
He wants to get back
Yeah.
together. I'm like,
And they're like
they're-
still technically married or something?
because their kids. He's like, my kids want to have parents or something like that.
yeah.
But then I see the next article and it's like Kanye's with a 20-year-old.
Yeah, he's got a girlfriend though now.
Really?
Yeah, she was sitting next to him at the Donda Academy game.
Oh, which was in Minneapolis. Well, why didn't I go to that? Good Lord.
She's a one-name model. Maybe that's why he changed his name to just Ye.
Yeah, that's right. And we've been slandering him. It's just yay now. Speaking of girlfriends, maybe still not together. Jeff Bezos's girlfriend, I fucking the shit out of Leo DiCaprio.
I saw that.
Shooting her shot. at
Did you
Leo.
see Jeff Bezos' tweet?
Yes.
He was like, he tweeted a picture of him next to a sign that said like world's largest. What did it say? Like?
Okay, so it was
dangerous cliff.
So yeah,
ahead.
so it starts making the rounds of this video of his girlfriend, who kind of looks like Howard Stern. Like, she has a lot of work done. I don't know, but she's looking just eye fucking the shit out of Leo DiCaprio. Goes viral on Twitter. Jeff Bezos on Twitter the next day is shirtless, tagging DiCaprio next to a sign, says, hey Leo, come over here, and the sign is danger, steep cliff. And it says, hey, Leo, I want to tell you something real
It's like,
quick.
yeah, hey Leo, I want to show you something over here.
I saw it, and someone quoted it and said, "When the worst person you know says something kind of funny."
Right, literally.
It was kind of funny.
Bezos, God, he must have taken a pride hit for that. He was like, she's just following DiCaprio, and Bezos is kind of like, oh, yeah, let's go. So speaking of photos, Brandon, this is still so fucking funny to me. Your doppelganger, the teen hitchhiker that got killed in 1961, looks exactly like you. But if you were a member of the Little Rascals,
That fucked me up when I saw it. I was like, this literally looked like it had the same chin as me too, like little dimple.
right?
I don't know.
Dude, something was fucked up about that face. The whole face was turned to the left, and like the actual face was like on the side of it.
It looked like they tried
like
to.
if I was on The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
It looked like someone, just a poor sketch artist, was trying to draw you from description or something. Or yeah, someone, because it was from 1961. They're trying to facially kind of with technology just blotch together a face. But it had this, like, it had the wave going on with your hair.
It had the same hair. Yeah. I don't know,
Oh
man. That's
my
fucked
God.
up. I asked my mom if I was adopted after that.
Right. I read that story. It was like Artemonts or something. I was like, hey, do you have an Uncle Artemont? And he like ran away from home, and then no one was like looking for him. It was like a true Tom Huckleberry story.
Who's Tom Huckleberry?
Did I mess that up? Tom Sawyer and
Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn.
neck on me.
I don't even know if those two are related.
Yeah.
But...
That's a good old Southern tale, though. I think that's where this guy was. Did you guys see the Henry Ruggs video?
Yeah.
Of how fucking fast he was driving.
Was it just the video of like his car going down the highway real quickly?
It looked like a time warp.
Yeah.
It was like you had to watch it like 5 times because you couldn't believe what you were watching.
Yeah. How long do you guys think he's going to go to jail for?
I bet he's going to get out of it with like house arrest. He'll never play in the NFL again, but
damn, that's so fucked up if he doesn't.
Apparently he was coming from Topgolf.
Yeah, he was coming from, dude was coming from Topgolf. And it's like, I wouldn't go that fast sober. I think I get scared if the max I'm going is 90 on the highway if I'm trying to pass some bozo. Yeah, I think when we were stupid in high school, I like we get our license. I'm trying to see what 100 is like if we have a stretch on, Highway 100. But I don't get it. That the thrill's not for me. How are you going 156 miles per hour?
And you know what's crazy too that I found out is that every single current NFL player as well as retired NFL player has a card with a number on it, and it's a 24/7 365 service. It's like Uber, except they only pick up NFL and ex-NFL players. They'll come get you free of charge 24/7. Isn't that fucking crazy?
That is sick. That'd be awesome if it's like irregardless of city. You just like show up at a random city. You're like, hold on, I got this number.
I mean, I'm sure it's only like major cities, but
right, or it's cities that the NFL are in.
Personally, if I was rich and could have like stick like a Steve will do it like Sprinter van, or like I literally hate and am so bad at driving, I would never drive. I would just get a ride everywhere because you don't have to worry about that.
Right. That's what so many famous people do. Like the main Vinny Chase from Entourage. He didn't have a license.
Turtle. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be a sick job. I like driving. Yeah, who knows?
You never get fucked up though.
True. You just stay high. What?
Like the turtle never. Yeah, was he always just high?
I think he was just always high.
Turtle was fried. Yeah.
Did
you see what they came out with though? That Congress said that they're gonna all like new cars that are made like after a certain year, they're gonna have an alcohol detector.
Really?
Because they're gonna try to get rid of drunk driving altogether.
Wow, I mean that's smart, right? If you want to really eradicate something, that's the way to do it.
I don't know. It's in the new like 1 point whatever trillion infrastructure plan,
which I think is going to get signed.
Yeah, so it's in that.
Yeah. What the fuck happened at Astro World this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh God,
that is like my nightmare.
Yeah,
trampling people, crowd surfing unconscious people out of the mosh pit. Just being squished together where you can't you can't even breathe or move. The worst night of my life was when I went to a Juicy J concert and took Molly, which ended up being meth, and it was just it fucked me up for like a good. I'm still fucked up to this day because of it. But like mosh pits, concerts, that shit is not for me, dude.
That was in PCB, right?
No, it was in
Oh.
Chicago. It was my senior year in college, and it was just like I can't even express it. Like my mind was playing tricks on me where I was like Moses parting seas of people, and they were just staring at me. Everyone at the concert was just staring at me everywhere I went, and I was just like, good Lord, I still have anxiety about it. But Astroworld, like, it turned fatal. What the hell? And, I'm a sucker for conspiracy theories. I'm not giving way to all the shit that's been thrown around, but have you seen the shit that's been thrown around about Satanism and all that crap?
Yeah.
I have not.
Oh, shit.
Pretty crazy. Like the whole stage is like modeled identical to like this old thing that's like the gates of hell.
Yeah, Brennan, you gotta go on a wormhole on TikTok. I mean, you're like the level head that but I want to see if there's any, because I go down. I'm like live bait for these people. I give credence to. I'm not gonna say this is true, but I'm like, holy shit, I could totally see what's happening. And
so are they blaming that like Travis Scott was trying to like sacrifice people for
sacrifice
Satan?
people?
Like, so like there's old Instagrams of him. Like he's Instagrammed like a picture of someone who like died there, and it says like,
yeah, and there's like hidden language and wording about this. And then he had the same almost similar art to a concert that happened 20 years ago where 8 people died also. And it's just like, what the hell? And again, it's just kind of people making coincidences here, coincidences there. I don't know if it's for clicks, but how about him just doing the robot in the middle of the crowd as people are, getting resuscitated?
Yeah, it's messed up.
And how bad was his? Sorry, Austin.
You see the text where the guy was like, "Did you see what happened at Astroworld?" And the other guy goes, "Yeah, that Drake showed up."
Yeah, which was lit. It was just crazy.
I saw that Travis Scott is getting sued by a 9-year-old now.
He's getting sued.
Yeah, he's in a coma in the hospital.
Live Nation is getting sued. Like, they just did not have any staff and 50,000 people. It's like, and like, I think people weren't able to get out, but I immediately, if I all of a sudden couldn't move, I would have been working my way out of there in a heartbeat. I wouldn't have.
Apparently, you literally like were like, you literally could not like even
packed in like sardines, couldn't move at all.
Right. Yeah, that is my nightmare. And then his apology video. Yeah, I really like everyone imitating that. It's like, dude, that made it just even worse.
Yeah, that was. But I don't even know what you can say in that situation. There's nothing you can say,
Right. I wonder, what do you guys think? Is he going to is he going to lose a shit ton of money? Do these suits have? I mean, it's kind of hard to fathom. It's like, was this his fault? Obviously, because they're trying to. It's like, yeah, he promotes this culture of mosh pit and violence, and it's like, I feel like you're grabbing at a lot of straws here despite.
I think it is his fault, but there's other people to blame. And also, like, it could have happened to other artists before it did him. You know what I mean? Like, just.
Yeah. And there have been a lot of videos circulating of like, it's like Logic's concert. Like, Logic actually stopped the concert and like helped
Post Malone did that too.
And I saw a clip of like Playboi Carti had a concert, and like something that the people were standing on like broke, the flooring gave out. And he was like, that means you guys are fucking killing it. Like, keep going. And,
oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just because like Travis Scott has gotten before like inciting a riot ticket because he does like love the rage or whatever, the mosh pits. But like compared to like a Playboi Carti concert, like I feel like he just has so many people that came to see him. Like apparently the Houston police chief came in before and warned him about how big the crowd was.
Right. And it was like, you shouldn't have sold. I mean, it's a money grab, and concerts have been robbed from us for so long, but you shouldn't have sold that many tickets.
But one thing they can't control, which happens at like Lala and stuff, is there was videos of like the fences getting knocked down and people running in.
Right.
Like, you can't control that.
Yeah. It was like January 6th. Yeah, it's tough. How about, I don't know if this is true, but he was in the 2K My Player zone, like after Astro World, like playing video games. And it was like on Friday night, Travis Scott was, it was like, dude, really?
Well, so Drake threw an after party at the Dave & Buster's in Houston.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And they all went and like claimed that they had no idea that people had like died and stuff. So they were just,
I didn't see it until the next morning, but who knows?
So they're just like shooting pop a shot at Dave & Buster's. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's some tea. Let's break and get some more on the fly tea. Winging it here. We're back after this. All right, let's get caught up. Jack Duncan with the tea.
All right. So a judge has approved finally a $626 million settlement in the Flint, Michigan water crisis. That's been a long time coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're sick about this. No
Yeah.
pun intended.
Well, dude, this has been going on for like years, I think.
Almost a decade, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Jeez.
So I don't know. I wonder if the water is like different there now, or if they're just getting paid out.
Right.
So yeah, they just get money to households there every month.
I think it's everyone who got
It's like damages.
Yeah, like people who got exposed in like Chernobyl.
I hope. Yeah. I mean, I hope this isn't in poor taste, but I'm curious. What did it taste like? And we have tap water rankings. I want to see if it's like Indianapolis, which was pretty bad.
It's probably pretty awful.
I mean, like, is it just like a block of silver just hits your teeth as soon as the water kind of just you put your lips up to it? Yeah. Well, at least they're getting paid.
Yeah. A Houston woman who tried to get paid is arrested after running off with her cousin's $1 million winning lottery ticket. She snatched her cousin's shit and took off.
Wow.
Got respect effort.
Yeah. Got arrested for burglary.
If that was all that was in between you and $1 million, and it was just kind of ripping off your cousin, I mean, you think about it.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'd be gone off my cousin event.
Yeah, I'd be in Belize.
All right, Portugal makes it illegal for your boss to message you on any platform after work hours, because for mental health, they think it's gonna, to draw the line between work and home. It'll help.
Wow.
What if you're dating your boss?
I thought that too. But I guess that kind of is already a gray area with HR. So what if there's something really important that's like going to affect your meeting and right in the morning? Like,
right. Yeah. There's a lot of gray area there, but there is something too, like, God, there's just always that feeling when you get a text from your boss, no matter what it is, you just see like his or her name after hours and you're just like, fuck, there's just an anxiety that comes over. You're like, shit, what happened?
Yeah.
That is true. Tame Impala has removed Travis Scott's collab with her from their tour set lists. And Fortnite also pulled Travis Scott out. I saw that today because Fortnite is back.
Really? I was going to say, what's the fallout going to be? Like, is he going to be dropping sponsors? Like, it's a tough, like, I think he's at fault, but how much at fault can he be? It's just, he should be in charge of keeping a safe environment, but there's only so much he himself could do.
Wait, Tame Impala is not a girl.
Really?
Sorry, I was talking about Travis Scott. So.
I know, but
I said her, and then I said they because I didn't know if it was a girl or guy.
It's just one guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've had the wrong thought for years. I thought that was a girl.
Yeah. They were in Dallas he was in Dallas last night, I believe.
Must have been.
What is that viral trend on TikTok going on right now where it's like, hey, oh my God, act sus, my dad's coming. And then it's like a guy singing that verse from this rap song.
Oh, yeah. What about
I'm like, what? Who sings that? Is that a guy? Is this?
That's Bad Baby. That's the girl who went on Dr. Phil, the Cash Me Outside girl.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a banger?
Kind of. Yeah.
Flip Flops is a banger by her. It's a good one.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I've heard that.
All right. Squid Game season 2 has been confirmed. We knew that was coming, but
yeah,
officially confirmed.
Isn't I saw construction for Mr. Beast creating Squid Games.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. He's like going to do a full like recreation of it.
The caption was, I didn't realize this would cost this much money, but we're already here. Like, I think this dude is real. I mean, he's got so much money, but that dude's blowing just anything for content.
That video, though, I think will be so viewed on YouTube that he'll make some money. I mean, I want to watch it. I want to do it. Like, He's sick.
Is he gonna have the same games? Because I feel like no one's gonna get out if they know what's coming.
I still
would
haven't watched
imagine-
it, so yeah.
That's a
Well,
good question. But
well,
that glass game, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, but still, you'd run to go last.
I bet he'd have a
First.
twist on it or something.
Yeah.
There's got to be
perhaps.
different games.
I mean, he ran out an entire fucking warehouse, or whatever. He probably bought it.
how do we get in on it? I want to play.
I tried. You had to comment on his TikTok.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, I saw it like Kane's in it. Like, didn't he have just a bunch of TikTokers?
Kane
Kind
the
of populated
TikToker,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah, Kane the TikTokers in it. Yeah,
He made a TikTok that was like comment like your name and like the number you'd be, and if it's the number like I'm thinking like or something like that, like I'll pick one random person.
his ideas for kind of just clickbait views on YouTube. Like, where did he get these? Like, I was buried alive for 50 hours. How are you not going to click on that?
Yeah. Or like even ones like he's like, we spent all night in like an underground fully like city bunker.
Yeah, I was in a violent jail for 24 hours or something. It's like, oh my
God. All right. Kyle Redenhaus, who's the dude who his trial's going on right now for shooting like protesters
right
during that Wisconsin shooting not too long ago, or as like last year, but his trial's going on right now. It's like a video on Twitter right now. He like broke down, like scream crying in court, and he's like pleading self-defense, which I don't really get, but
yeah, I really don't. I mean, it was like, I don't know the story. So, I mean, I will say there's a reason, Derek Chauvin didn't testify. And so I'm willing to give this is a kid testifying. So maybe maybe he was like, at first I'm reading it. I'm like, oh my God, here's some nut job gun dude. And then if he's willing, is he either a psychopath or is he actually telling the truth?
I mean, no, he like he had no right to go do that. He was trying to go like, he's not a cop. So
yeah,
like,
he was trying to prove himself. He was trying to prove.
He was trying to act like he could like be with the cops and protect people.
Right,
like,
exactly. Yeah, what he was doing was stupid. Yeah, obviously, but I don't know. It's
But there was just, I was just gonna say, there's just some funny, like not funny, but in the trial, like the judge went off on the prosecutor. Then the judge's phone went off, and his ringtone was "God Bless America," and then they were like doing the deposition, and they were like talking about one of his TikToks he made with his guns, and the prosecutor was like, "And is your TikTok 4 whores in a door, like or four door like 4 whores inside a door?" That's his TikTok name, right? And it was just like really awkward. And
Redenhaus just goes, "Yes,
yeah, like yeah."
Well, and then he follows up and he goes, "Did you go for the court?" Kyle Rittenhouse posts with his AR-15, bruh, BRUH. I'm just trying to be famous. Did you post that? And he goes, yes.
Yes.
I'm like, I mean, all right.
Yeah, it's just weird, like hearing that stuff read, like
yeah.
Like my TikTok name, like at Jack City bitch. Did you do this? TikTok plug right there. Everyone follow me.
Yeah, Brennan Duarte. You sent from your email at BD Yankee Boy 18. Why did you?
Did you see the video of him crying?
Who?
Rittenhouse, right?
Rittenhouse?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like compulsive. Like,
I was like, dude.
What?
I don't think I saw it. Was he going for an Oscar, or was it like, what's going on here?
He started like they did a recess because he started hyperventilating. You got to watch it. He's like, and then the dude's like, "All right, we're gonna take a 10-minute break." Like the judge, yeah.
Like, I don't know, conspiracy. Like, was that planned? What's going on here? I don't know.
Yeah,
court.
All right. Joe Exotic says his prostate cancer has returned, which is kind of sad because Tiger King 2 is about to come out.
Isn't there a threesome with Jeff D. Lowe and fucking somebody, I think?
It looks, they have all this plans. You gotta watch the trailer for it. It looks
wait. For Tiger King 2?
Yeah.
Wait, Jeff D. Lowe's in it?
Yeah, I think it's like centered around him, right? I don't know how they're gonna keep the story.
Barstool.
I don't know.
So I'm distracted watching this. I'm not watching it with the sound. It's good.
Wait,
What is he doing?
Who's-
The Rittenhouse video. Sorry.
yeah, I know. Wait, Jeff who?
Jeff D. Lowe, right? Isn't that the guy that
That's the guy from Barstool.
oh sorry, who was the guy that took over
It's the dude with the do rag
with the babysitter?
Oh,
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
wasn't
right.
his name Jeff Lowe?
it might be,
it might have been.
I think his middle initial was D too.
but yeah.
Oh.
And he said, "I'm sure Carol is gonna have a huge party over this about his prostate cancer." That's what Joe Exotic said.
Right. And like, what isn't there new details on what like Carol Baskin's husband's disappearance?
Yeah, that she fed him to a fucking tiger. I'm
Right.
gonna have to rewatch it. That shit's crazy.
Apparently he was like into some shit in Colombia, and they figured that like drug dealers just offed him.
Really?
Wait, so Joe Exotic has cancer
He's
Yeah.
had prostate cancer,
Right.
and he's still in jail.
but it's returned. He
So are
And
they gonna
he-
get footage from him at jail?
They got.
I don't. Yeah, they do actually. They like walk. It's like where he's sitting like at the phone and like. But he tried to get pardoned when COVID first started because he said like his health was like, it was not safe for him to be in jail, and then they didn't let him out.
I think I'm calling cap on this Rittenhouse crying thing. What's going like this guy's? I've got no sound here, but I don't know. It might have been
Well, yeah,
Oscar winning.
he's an idiot. I think he should go to jail. But all right, YouTube. This is kind of messed up too because it's kind of like censoring. YouTube is removing dislikes from all videos. So you
Oh,
can't
really?
see, like what's like
What?
probably for like if someone posts a video like about the vaccine or whatever their opinion is, and if it has a bunch of like likes and dislikes or
My favorite is seeing a dislike. I'm like, wow, you took the time to check out my content and give it a thumbs down. I appreciate it. Like literally, that's probably for people's mental health who just can't handle trolls, you know?
like not everyone's just gonna think their content's good. It's like a
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Like,
How are they gonna know what stuff is like fake shit and like bad?
Yeah. I don't know. You know what's interesting too, kind of going back to the TikTok was physically removing all the Satanism stuff. And it's like, okay, they took off all the time traveler stuff too. I think it was Daily Mail they posted a fake picture of Rogers thinking it was him. So the Daily Mail isn't exactly credible, but I think they had some story about some other time traveler I had never even found on TikTok. It was like posting videos of like Barcelona he was the last man on earth or something. But it's just like, why does for COVID, when someone is saying something, someone will literally put, hey, learn more about this here. But we just take off stuff about conspiracy theories. Why is that? That's a conspiracy theory. Is it because it's too true?
I don't know.
Why don't they put something in here? It's like, learn more about time travel here. Learn more about the defunks about time traveling here instead of actually deactivating these guys.
Good question.
Thank you.
U.S. inflation hit a 30-year high this past month.
Tough
Dude,
day on the market.
that's gonna help with my race speech that I'm gonna give here shortly.
Oh, wow. Another one. It's almost
saw-
been the year. It's the year anniversary of the last one. Good.
You gotta bring it up every year. or else
100%.
But yeah, I saw it. It's like 6.5% or something crazy. And my dad responded. He's like, it's actually way higher, and it's just not like measured right. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. All right. With supply chain problems this year, there was going to be a mass turkey shortage for Thanksgiving. So get your alternates in there.
I just went to a Friendsgiving at a buddy's house who loves grilling. Like he is a grill master, goes to a shop, like a local shop where he's friends with the butcher to get his meats. This guy, woke up at 4 a.m. for a Friendsgiving and just cooked us a brisket to perfection and then smoked us a turkey with a little spice to it. Unbelievable. So I got my fair share. We're hosting. I let Kelsey handle that, but yeah, this dude Sarge, shout out the grill master.
Sounds fire. A high school in California,
Donda Academy.
they had to apologize because they beat a football team 106-0.
I've seen worse scores than that. I mean, it's like, yeah.
And when they other school asked if after the first half if they do like the like the
Running clock, yeah.
they said, absolutely not. And
That's they said what? They said absolutely not.
They just said no. So then the principal came out and like apologized and said that didn't show good character. Blah blah blah. That's a
Dude, how do you apologize after that?
The school district did.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do? That like try and get hurt, like especially in football. Like I don't even know, like walk off the field and forfeit. There is, as a broadcaster, there is nothing worse than like a 50-0 beatdown and there's no running clock, and you're just like it's just clear to everyone.
What do you talk about?
I mean,
you're just shooting the shit. I mean, you were just saying words, just to make sure there's no dead air.
I mean, it's soft nowadays that they make them apologize like that, but like I feel like two teams, if they're gonna score, they shouldn't be in the same like conference or league.
Right.
Or, like,
yeah. Dude, in South Dakota, there was it was almost a daily debate. That was all we could talk about was how high school football, because like there was just the town of Rapid City was so bad compared to the other big city. It wasn't even a competition. Like I would hate going into a football game because I knew it was going to be 55-0 and then no running clock, and I would just be watching football on my Mac.
Yeah. All right. Satellite images show China is building mock-up U.S. warships in the desert. So I don't know what that means, but they're trying to mirror our warships.
Dude, China likes to fuck with us.
Yeah. Maybe they just did it because they knew we were going to see it. Just make us think.
Right. Literally.
They're just non-functioning. There's models.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna show up with the full force blunt of our army for these fake ships, and then they're gonna attack us at home.
Yeah. All right. Leo is in final talks to play cult leader Jim Jones in his biopic, and Jim Jones is the guy who carried out the biggest mass, like where everyone kills themselves.
Mass suicide.
Yeah.
Oh God.
He had 900 people drink cyanide in Indiana or somewhere at the same time, but Leo's gonna kill that role because I can just see him.
Who's directing that? Like, is it a good pairing?
It is. He wrote. I don't have it screenshotted, but someone good.
Okay.
It's someone good. But yeah, that'll be sick.
Yeah, I love anything he touches. I don't think has there been a bad movie Leo touches in the last 2 decades?
I like every Leo movie I've seen. There's a couple I haven't seen. Like I haven't seen The Aviator. Trying to think of what else. I watched the movie for the first time the other day that he plays a kid with special needs and What's Eating Gilbert Grape when he's like 10 years old.
Really?
It's one of Johnny Depp's first movies too. It's pretty good. And yeah, I guess last, Paul Rudd is voted sexiest man alive.
What are some thoughts on that? I mean, People Magazine. I mean, he's a good-looking dude. I just view Paul Rudd as like an average. He's looked the same since the 40-year-old virgin.
Well, it's like how many people can they go through? Like, I'm pretty sure like Brad Pitt's won it like multiple times. Like, I don't know. I don't get how it works, but I just saw that.
I heard. No, appreciate it too with Jack D, the sexiest man alive, Paul Rudd. I'm lost in this. I'm looking up Leo's, DiCaprio's IMDb, but that'll do it for Winging It. Appreciate the fellas.
What about Portnoy? Did we talk about Portnoy?
Let's talk about that. The reason, because again, I'm having trouble finding it or following it because a scathing story. Dave comes out and says, "Hey, this is a hit piece." It's not unknown that people have gone after him in the past, but it's also treacherous territory because it's like sexual deviance. And it's like, okay, who he sheds, she shed. He comes out, vehemently denies it, and he's been fighting it. It's like, good for him if he's truly innocent and he keeps doubling down and fighting for his, for his due diligence and his innocence. But like his lawyers, got to be pulling out their hair because it's like, if he is guilty by any chance, then he's giving all the ammunition to the opposite side. But I think I just saw actually during our break that he's apparently got some evidence now that he's sitting on that he thinks is going to clear his name.
Yeah, he said that the evidence is either going to make them delete the article or he's going to be able to sue them.
Right.
So I'm interested to see what the evidence is.
He sued them. He will not let up. he'll go for everything they've ever like touched.
I do like. I saw his text where he's like, "Order me 3 more champagne bottles." Where he has champagne bottles for his enemies. That is awesome.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah, I would say just listen to his Dave Portnoy podcast.
Yeah, that just came out, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
I listened to the apology, so I will. I kind of the only reason I didn't listen to it because I want to hear someone asking some real questions. Like Eddie's kind of just he's a yes man for Dave, but Dave does a good job of kind of being honest, really.
Well, it is pretty whack that every time he shows those screenshots of him reaching out to a news place, they won't let him record the whole thing as well.
Yeah.
Like, he always says like my terms, like if I can record the whole thing as well, so you guys can't clip it and make me look like shit. And they've turned him down both times he's asked that. So
And I know like it isn't like conspiracy, I'll listen to any conspiracy theory, like where like is this what happened? Right. Was this a legit hit piece where they're just kind of, hey, getting reported to find just a couple of people that maybe say something that they could spin into a story. And who knows, or Dave's really good at kind of getting you to focus on something else. That's where I'm at. Is like, I have no idea, but he's a smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Penn's back, right? I mean, everything was down today, but the day after it tanked, it's back up.
I bought Penn when it was like at its lowest at like, what was it, 20-something%.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a bargain.
I did find what was funny, where it's just like everyone, good people coming to back for Dave, but they all looked a little bit too similar on Twitter where they're using the word honest and like, it did look like a company email went out where it's like, hey, use these buzzwords honest and I believe him in your post today.
they did look very similar.
It was like, you had to see everyone's, yeah.
Well, he said that he didn't even want people to tweet about him, but like people.
But then he complained about when during George Floyd, where everyone called him a racist and no one kind of backed him up. And he like said that, hey, no one had my back in those days, but now everyone, now everyone has the same message for his backing. But again, I do believe in innocence until proven guilty. Dalvin Cook in my neck of the woods right now is going through some crazy shit where it's like he said, she said kidnapping story. The running back for the Vikings right now. So
yeah, something about domestic abuse, right? But it's him who is domestic abuse.
Right, like it's whether like she was holding him at gunpoint or he was beating her up and then she just didn't leave. Like it's crazy. But that'll do it for Winging It. Well, hopefully we'll have some more information for you as we always do in the following weeks. Alex Bursick out this week. We'll get him back next week. The fellas, Austin, Brendan, Jack, we appreciate you, the listener. We'll talk to you then.